Hello again. Thanks for watching this video and studying math with me. Today we're going to be talking about proportions. We will learn to write proportions. We will learn to determine whether proportions are true or false. And one of the ways that we will talk about doing that is by finding what are known as cross products. So here is what a proportion is. A proportion states that two ratios, or perhaps two rates, are equivalent. That means they're equal. As an example, the rate of $20 earned over 4 hours is equivalent to earning $40 over 8 hours because each time it is $5 per hour. As the amount of money doubles, the number of hours also doubles. There are some key points to keep in mind. If the units in the denominator and numerator are common, they will cancel one with another, and the answer will end up being a number. If the units are not common in the numerator and denominator, the answer will contain units and will be what we call a rate. Now, there are two ways to verify that a proportion is true. We've already previously looked at comparing two fractions and writing both sides with a common denominator. Then we can tell if they are equal or one is greater than the other. Today, we're going to be talking about verifying these by taking cross products, and if the cross products are equal, the proportion is equal. And going forward, a student can, for those kind of problems, choose which approach they want to use, but the cross product approach is going to be useful to solve equations, so that's what we're focusing on today. Here is the approach for determining, using cross products, whether a proportion is true. You multiply across the equal sign in one diagonal and compare it to the other diagonal. Here 2 times 10 is 20, and here 4 times 5 is 20. The cross products are equal. If the cross products are equal, it is true, the proposition, the proportion. If the cross products are not equal, it is false. Now, often students will make a mistake using cross products to add or multiply or divide fractions instead of getting common denominators. You can only use the cross product when working with proportions. Do not use cross products when multiplying fractions, adding fractions, or writing fractions in lowest terms. It will give you the wrong answer. Let's look at some examples. Here we're asked to write each proportion. So we say 6.5 is to 5 as 52 is to 40. That's all there is to writing a proportion. But we can have a more complicated problem where we are determining whether it's a proportion or not. Now here there's a question mark over the equal sign, and we have to test to see if these are equal. So let's look over here. If I take, using cross products, 10 times 16, I will get this way, I will get 160. But this way, when I do it, I will get 156. So since these two numbers are not equal, these are not a proportion. So 4 over 10 is not the same as 16 over 39. Let's look at an example with mixed numbers here. I have 2 and 5 over 9 is to 5, and we're asking the question, is that the same thing as 5 and 1/9 is to 10? Let's see what happens. So if I take 5 times this, and this mixed number is going to be is going to be 46 over 9. And that is going to be 0 carry the 3, so that is going to be 230 over 9. So this way I get 230 over 9. If I multiply the other way, that times that, I'm going to have 23 over 9 times the 10 over 1. And I also get 23 over 9. Since this product is equal to that product, I can say that we have equality here. So 2 and 5 over 9 is to 5 is in fact equal to 5 and 1/9 over 10. We also can have application problems, and we want to provide reasons for our answers, not just guess yes or no. So one car traveled 578 miles in 8.5 hours, and a truck traveled 272 miles in 4 hours. Did they travel at the same speed? Well, the car was 578 in 8.5 hours, and the truck was 272 in 4 hours. So we're going to check if 4 times that is the same as 8.5 times 272. So let's do that and see what we get. When I multiply this way, we're going to have 578 times 4. 2, carry the 3 is 31, carry the 3, and I get 2, 3, 1, 2. The other way, what I get when I take this times this, I have 8.5 times 272. So that is going to be 10, carry the 1, 6, carry the 3, and I get that. This times this is going to be 16. I am carrying 1, and that is going to be 7, and I will carry the 5, and I will get 2, 1. So now we'll add these. I will get 0, 12, 11, carry that is 3 and 2, and I have to mark off 1 decimal place because I have 1 decimal place in my answer. So this number is the same as that number, and therefore I can say that 578 over 8.5 is in fact the same proportion as 272 over 4. Now, we're coming upon a work area. As soon as I put the equations down here, or you get your handout, you should pause the video and work the problems and get answers. And then you'll start the video again and you'll check them. And we will go over these as necessary in class, but that's the way you should proceed now. So here are some problems for you to study and work. We've done some of these already. So have at this, pause the video, and I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I am back in a bit. Here are some answers for you to compare with. Down here, the reasons will vary. Reasons will vary. And reason can vary, but you have to demonstrate by using the cross product or otherwise why those two are the same. Get help if you weren't able to get any of these answers. And for now, we're going to close on this video. Time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It'll make you strong. Serious students will do more problems and read their textbook. But for now, take care, and I will see you in class.